Hey everybody, Wayne here. In today's Let's Play, this is part 3 of my playthrough of Stalingrad Solitaire. I intend to finish the game, hopefully, in this video. There's part 1, where I just cover the first 2 turns. Part 2, I do turns 3 through 8. And now we're starting turn 9. I've already done a recon, the other 2 playthrough videos. And then I'm going to do an overview and review video eventually as well. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. But let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to power through pretty quick here because I want to finish up the game for you guys so you guys can see a whole game play out. So let's go ahead and do that. Starting turn 9, strategic phase, random event, draw a card. Last card to draw. +2 to wounded index. All right, so we're at 8, so we're going to go to 10. Weather determination, draw a card. We can't, so we're going to go ahead and shuffle quick. Looking at the game board, sort of where we're at, what we've been doing, I definitely think that it's basically we're going to stay on the defensive at this point. Try to hold out. Try to keep the final offensive from happening if possible. We're halfway through. It's only at a 4. It doesn't start till 8. So I think if we focus on that, we have at least a decent chance. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. All right. Where are we at? Weather determination. So weather is the same, which it's fair, so it stays fair. Luftwaffe commitment, table A. All right, so our SSI is down to 5, a little scary, which gives us a -1. Okay, -1 for Luftwaffe, and then the relief force. So 6 - 1, 5. So Luftwaffe remains strong, and then the relief force, 5 - 1, 4. What's that average? It stays average. Okay. What am I looking at here? Okay, yep. Determine German morale level. Areas didn't change at all, so we're still at 36, which gives us 7 initiative points. Resolve the airlift. Table B. Let's see, what do we at? Fair weather. So, and then our Luftwaffe commitment was strong, so we get a +2. So that's a total of 4. So we get 4 supply. Where are we at here? Supply is at 5, so it goes up to 9. Okay, take it. And then, oh, and before I forget, let's do it now. I know we have our, since Milch is in charge, -1 supply each turn. So supply actually will be at 8. Bummer. Conduct unit upkeep. I know we're at less than 20 units, so let's go ahead and spend 4 supply, dropping us from 8 to 4, to have all of our units in supply. That we don't have to check. We don't have to do any rolls on that table. I don't want to worry about that right now. So, all right, on to the German phase. Perform actions, including appeals. Let's do the airlift appeal. So we'll spend 1 IP to do that. No modifiers. A 5, which is +2 supply. So we go up to 6. Not bad. All right, then our actions. I know one of the actions I want to take. I want to do the action. I want to do the tactical attack to try to reduce the final offensive here. So that is the one where, getting out the rule book, tactical attack. It is basically delays the start of the final offensive. 1 IP and 2 supply points. So let's go ahead and spend 2 supply. So drop 4, an IP from 6 to 5. We're going to do that. And all we do is we draw a card. See, where is it? Check the random number. So not the bottom right, the number here. I think I messed up earlier. I checked the card number. You're supposed to check where it says random. So my bad. All right, random 7. A 7 means move the final offensive marker back 1 space towards 0. All right. So it is down to a 3. Very nice. Love that. Let's see. Let's spend 2 IPs to rebuild this PDM. Spend 2 more IPs to rebuild this PDM. And then let's go ahead and spend our last IP to evacuate 3 wounded. We're at 10. Lower it down to 7. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Yes, 10 - 3 is 7, Wayne. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Okay, so that's it for our IPs. We're all done. So we're done with our actions. No German attacks. Hoth relief force. Go ahead and roll on that. And our commitment is average. A 3, which is no effect. So he'll stay at the 3 spot. Now down to the Soviet phase. Status of the final offensive checked. Draw a card. +1 or 0. Again, before I explained, if it's the second number, if your SSI is, it's like 8 or higher, something like that, or your relief force is in box 3 or higher, which we're in box 3. So 0, very nice. So we may get through the game yet with the keeping that final offensive marker from happening. We'll see. Determine Soviet target areas for their attack. Attack any 3. All right, so we get to pick. Let's go ahead and pick. Let's see. Well, obviously we want to pick a place with a PDM. And then I did notice on my last playthrough, I was playing a rule wrong. I'll explain here in a second. So we're going to start combat. I'm going to just pick, I don't know, here. 1, 2, and so I don't have a lot of great spots anymore because those spots where we had multiple units, they don't really exist anymore. So 1, 2, and 3 up here. So yeah, let's do that. Or this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so right here. Attack right here. Now, where I messed up earlier, so 2 is no effect. Here's a perfect example. So if you look at it, you see the brackets around the 2. Last playthrough or videos, I was playing it where, and I did make a text notation in the video, so you should have already seen the correction if you watched it. But basically, you only do the follow-up attack from the brackets if the final offensive is launched. That's it. You do still have everyone gets attacked during a final offensive, but then you only do the follow-up if you roll a 2 or a 6. If it's a regular attack like this, there is no follow-up. It's just that one attack. So I definitely took some losses I shouldn't have because I was playing it rule. I was making it harder on myself, which I regret that, but it is what it is. We learned our lesson. Hey, we always learn, and you think you know a game, you can always something find. Usually anyway, you'll find out, oh wait, there's something I did wrong or whatever. So just learn, correct your behavior. So all right, so that was that one. I was no effect. Attack Stalingrad Central with a 4, so wounded goes up by 1. That's up to 8. And then we'll attack right here. I choose that one. Wounded goes up by 1. Okay, it's not too bad. Couple wounded. All right, those are the Soviet attacks. Evaluation phase. Modify the SSI. Let's see, where are we at? What are we looking at here? So Luftwaffe is strong, so that's -1. Relief force is average, no modifier, so -1. 2 -1, just 1, so -1 on the SSI. So it drops from 5 to 4. Ooh, getting down there a little bit. No German collapse. The game is not over. Advance a turn marker. All right, where are we at? Okay, yep. So let's start turn 10. Let's continue. Random event, draw a card. Remove this card from play. +1 to relief force attack rolls for the remainder of the game. Awesome, fantastic. Relief force attack rolls. Okay, great. So keep his relief force, maybe keep him up there, so that'll help us. Put that just over here. It's probably off the screen, but that would remind me. All right, weather determination. Weather is poor. Oh, no, that's not good. We need supply, and that ain't going to help. All right, Luftwaffe commitment and relief force commitment. Our SSI is at 4, so we have a -2. Oh, no. Okay, so -2 on each roll. So Luftwaffe is a 1, so it's weak. And then relief force, -2 is, well, a negative, but that's weak. So weak commitment from both. That's not good. Let's see. German morale, stay the same. No change in areas. Initiative points, that means we get 7. And resolve our airlift, table B. And what is it? Poor weather, and Luftwaffe is weak. So -2 in poor weather. Uh-oh. So 2 -2 is 0, so we get no additional supply. Ugh. So what are we at here? We have 4 supply. Yikes. All right. Conduct unit upkeep. I guess we'll go ahead. We'll just spend the 4 supply to yeah, let's just do that to upkeep all of our units. So I did want to do the tactical attack to go against final offensive again, but it's low. It's only at 3 right now, so I'm not too worried about it. So we're gonna skip that. We'll spend it on upkeep. All right, German phase. Perform actions including appeals. Let's see, appeal. Well, we got appeal for supply, right? So we'll spend 1 IP. Appeal for supply. Please send me some milch, please. A 3. We get +1. So we go from 0 to 1. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take any supply at this point. So, all right. With our 6 IPs left, let's see. What should we do here? Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, we're going to go ahead and flip this UA, or excuse me, PDM over from UA to built. And 1, 2, this one over as well. So now all of our PDMs are built. We don't have any extra PDM markers, and I believe it's limited by the counters, but that's how I'm going to play it anyway. May have to check the rules later. Let's see. 2 IPs, we're kind of stuck here. And I shouldn't say stuck, but basically we don't have really any actions we can take because we don't have any supply, right? So like, you know, we did our appeal, the PDMs, let's see. Okay. You know, we're not going to move anybody. Again, we don't have any supply. Tactical attack takes supply. Creating battle group takes supply. Do we evacuate wounded? We actually can't because our Luftwaffe is on weak. So that'd be the other thing. I think we could, you know, we'd be able to evacuate some wounded. But you cannot evacuate wounded if the Luftwaffe commitment is weak. So, and we're not going to surrender and we're not going to attack. So basically, 2 IPs are wasted. That's okay, though. Like I said, we're sitting good. We're trying to survive the rest of the game. So, no German attacks. Hoth Relief Force. Remember, we get a +1 thanks to Tigers Performing Well event card. So +1 to our Relief Force. It's only weak, though, so that's not good, but +1. So 6, which is NE with an asterisk. What's an asterisk mean? What's it mean in that one? Trying to check the chart out. Okay. If any retreat result occurred on the German attack table this phase, treat as advance. Okay. No. Okay, I gotcha. All right. So if we had done an attack, basically would hurry him along, I guess. But we did not do any attacks. We really only did the 1 attack at this game. And that's our plan. Again, we're not pushing towards Hoth here. So, all right, let's move on to the Soviet phase. Check the final offensive. +2. Oh, no. So from 3 to 5. So we went literally from like, oh, not too bad to, 3 away. All right, determine Soviet target areas. They will attack any 3. So perfect. Let's do Stalingrad Central there. No effect. Let's do out here. Let's do that guy right there. No effect. And let's do that guy right there. No effect. Perfect. All right, I'll take it. Let's see here. Let's do. Okay, so those are Soviet attacks. We just did them. Evaluation phase. Modify SSI. Go ahead and roll on that. Our SSI is what? 4. So let's go ahead and. Well, that's not. Sorry, it's at 4. Luftwaffe is weak, so we get a +1, and Relief Force is weak, so that's a total of +2. We rolled a 4, which is, it stays the same, so it stays where it is. All right, we're going to check for German collapse. No collapse. Victory is not here yet. Game is not over, and we will advance a turn marker. Turn 10. Let's go to turn 11. All right, and start over. So, random event. Remove this card from play. -1 to supply roll for remainder of the game if it is turn 8 or later. Well, it's turn 11, so supply roll -1. No more horses left to slaughter. Yikes. Okay, then. All right. Weather determination. We're building up the cards over here. You guys can't see them. Weather. So this is the weather. Is fair. So that's nice. Luftwaffe and Relief Force commitment. Let's check that. With the SSI at 4, we have a -2, right? Let's see. Yep. So roll for the Luftwaffe. Okay, so that stays weak. And then for the Relief Force, 4. What was it? I said -2, right? So 2. So it also stays weak. So that's it's not good. We're kind of stuck in a loop here. German morale is going to be the same. Oh, my dogs are barking. I'm going to take care of that. All right, I'm back quieting down my dog. Sorry about that. Let's see where we at. Morale is the same. So our IPs will be 7, as usual. Resolve our airlift, table B. And that's the, let's see, I think we have the -1, right? Yeah, to supply roll. So -1 on our roll. We are at fair weather, at least. Luftwaffe commitment is strong. So the total of -3, 2 to 0, so we get no supply. So we're at 1 supply. That is terrible. All right, so we'll go to conduct unit upkeep. Only have 1 supply. I'm actually going to save it to go after the final offensive, so we're not going to spend it to upkeep any of our guys here. So, yeah, so we're going to have basically all of our units are out of supply. which means 10 plus, which means we're going to have to roll in the upkeep table with a +3 to see how many losses we take. So +3. 4 plus 3, 7, right? Yep. We take 2 losses. Okay, that's not too bad. So we'll take 2 losses. What I'll do is I'll, take him as a loss, and then I'll take him over here as a loss. Reduce him. So reduced. Okay. It is what it is. We'll live with that. So, all right, on to the German phase. Obviously, we want to appeal for the airlift. And then I also forgot, because of Milch, we remove 1 supply point each turn for the rest of the game. So we actually lost that 1 supply. So we actually have 0 supply. But we're going to appeal for an airlift. So hoping. High roll. We got 5. That's +2 supply. So we're back up to 2. Let's go ahead. One of our IPs. So that was, the IP was the appeal. Now we'll spend another 1 to attack the final offensive here. Which costs 2 supply and that IP to do a tactical attack. Let's go ahead and check the little chart. So I do not have it memorized. Basically these numbers right here. Let's go ahead and draw, check these random numbers. Our random number is a 3, which means no effect. We wasted the supply. Terrible. All right, let's see. And really, there's nothing else we can do. No supply. Our IPs, yeah, there's nothing we can do. So, all right, we're just gonna sit tight, I guess. So, IPs go to 0. Hoth relief force attack, which remember we get a +1 from our card. Tiger's performing well. And where is it? We're at weak right now with a +1, so it's 6. So again, any 1, no effect. Yeah, it's gonna be no effect. All right, Soviet phase, status of final offensive. Offensive +1, 0. Hoth is at 3, so it will be 0, so it's not going to move. Determine Soviet target areas. Attack all. Oh, fantastic. So attack everybody. So let's go ahead and start doing them. Here. Okay, that's a hit. Right here. That's wounded. Here. No effect. Here. No effect. Come on, baby. Roll low. DX, which is no effect. Because we have full strength unit. No effect. No effect. Boom, boom. Oh, man. There. Here. No effect. And then, okay, here. Right here. Oh, my God. All right, we'll eliminate this one. Here. No effect. Here. Oh, my God. Here. No effect. And no effect. All right. Whew. Oh, we took a few losses there, but it's all right. We'll survive. All right. Resolve the Soviets' attack. Evaluation phase. Modify the SSI, which, yeah, no modifier for that. All right. So the SSI is +1, +1, so total +2. We rolled a 4. That's 6. So SSI goes up by 1, so it goes up to 5. Take it. Germans do not collapse. Game is not over. We'll advance the turn marker. All right, so on to turn 12. Check for random event. This turn's relief attack result is NE. No effect. Okay, good to know. All right, so we wouldn't have to roll for it, I guess. At least we don't retreat at all. All right, draw for the weather here. Fair, so it stays fair. Luftwaffe and relief force commitment. Again, SSI, let's see, is at 5, so it'll be a -1. Oh, it's down to -1 now, at least, instead of -2. So it's a 1, so it stays weak. And for relief force, 3, which is average, right? Yep, goes up to average, yay. Although we're not even rolling on it this turn. German morale stays the same. Initiative points, 7. Resolve our airlift. Now remember, -1 to the roll. And then we're going to lose a supply point from Milch as well. So -1 to the airlift table, which Luftwaffe is weak, so actually -3. So it's 0, so we get 0 supply, so we stay at 0. We're supposed to lose supply, but we're at 0, so oh well. We don't get any of our non-existent supplies. Unit upkeep, just like before, we have 0 supply, so there's nothing we can do about unit upkeep. We're just going to go ahead and have to roll for unsupplied. So +3, that is 8. so we'll take 3 losses. Let's go ahead. Take 1, 2, and 3. All right. German phase. We'll spend 1 IP for a airlift, additional supply. Rolled 4, so we get +2 supply. Perfect. And let's go ahead and spend those 2 supply and 1 IP. Conduct a tactical attack. Check the chart. Again, trying to keep that final offensive marker away from 8. Right here, tactical attack option. Draw. Our random number was a 3, and that is no effect. Great. All right. Now we'll go ahead and spend 2 IPs to rebuild. Let's see. Rebuild this PDM. 1, 2 to rebuild this PDM. And I think that's it. Yeah, we only have 1 IP left. No supply, so basically, that'll go to waste. No German attacks. Hoth relief force attack. Remember, it's automatically N and E, no effect. All right, Soviet phase. Status of final offensive. Draw the card here. Final offensive is +2. Ooh. Uh-oh. So it's 7. Oh no. Hey, we really need to knock that down. I was thinking we may make it through the game without it, but I don't know if we're going to now. All right, Soviet target areas. Let's see. They're going to attack every even spot, and we'll resolve those attacks. Let's see where the even spot's at. Here's one. That's cocked die. Reroll. No effect. Even. No effect. Odd. Even. No effect. Even. No effect. All right. I like it. These are all odd. Even. That's wounded. 1. Right here. Actually, yeah, that is even. So wounded again. All right. He's adjacent, but he's even. Oh no. All right, that's bad. Stalingrad Central. We don't want to lose that. All right, and then right here. Yep, takes a hit as well. And then right here. When it goes up. Odd. Okay. All right. So we survived. On to the evaluation phase. Modify the SSI. We're going to check. Luftwaffe is weak. So that gives us a +1. That's average. Is total +1. Roll a 7. So our SSI goes up by 2. So it goes up to 7. Cool. I like that a lot. No German collapse. Game's not over. And we will advance a turn marker. All right. Let's start turn 13. And let's get her going. Random event. +2 supply points. Oh my god. What was it again? Luftwaffe uses giant transports. I love it. +2 supply. I love it. All right, so we go from 0 to 2. Thank you so much. Weather. Poor. Not so good there. Luftwaffe and relief force commitment. All right, so we'll check. What's our SSI at now? 7. So we get a +1 actually to both rolls. So Luftwaffe, or +1 each roll, I think I said. 6 + 1 is 7, so strong. Luftwaffe becomes strong. And the regular relief force becomes, that stays at average. Okay. German morale stays the same. Initiative points, boom, up to 7. Again, same amount of areas. Resolve our airlift with a -1. Oh god, 0. Okay, and we lose a supply. Remember, old Milch or whatever. So we're down to 1 supply. That's okay. Conduct unit upkeep. That's how many units we have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. I think you include the headquarters. So, fortunately. Well, we can't afford to supply any of them. So, same thing. Roll them. No supply. And it's 10 plus. So, +3. It's 5. What is that? 1 loss. Only 1 loss. Oh, I'll take it. All right. So, let's go ahead and let's take this loss right here. I'm starting to... Well, no. Hang on. Let's make him right here. Okay. Boom. All right. Under the German phase. Spend 1 IP to appeal for supplies for an airlift, please. Please. Roll high. All right, 5 plus 2 supply. So 1, 2, so we're at 3. All right, we definitely want to attack the final offensive marker. So let's go ahead and spend 2 there and an IP to attack it. The number was 11, which we want a, let's see, if the card result is 11, 12 or 13, do the same, but only if the SSI is the same or higher than the current game number. It's not, so we do not get to push it back. So that was a waste, unfortunately. Bummer. All right, so let's spend 1, 2 IPs to rebuild this PDM, and I think that'll be it. Can we actually... to evacuate some of these wounded. So 1, 2, 3. You evacuate up to 12 wounded. Or no, 3 per. So that's 9. Yep, we got 13, so we'll have 4 left. Okay. Because Luftwaffe is strong. If it was weak, remember, you couldn't. All right, no German attacks. Hoth Relief Force attack. We get a +1. And it's on average. It's rolled a 7, so he does advance. He advances to 4. Not bad. All right, cool. Soviet phase, stats of final offensive. Oh, no. Offensive +1. Oh, crap. All right, so final offensive reaches 8, which means the final offensive against us begins, which means every turn from here on out, they will attack every single spot that they're adjacent to. So, onto the Soviet target areas. We actually so now you basically you skip the Soviet phase. The Soviet phase is literally just attacking each location of yours that's adjacent to the Soviets. So awesome, huh? All right, so we'll start with here. There are no units here, so they're going to go ahead and take the location. So he basically moves in, which means we do lose 1 morale there. All right, they will attack here, and they will do the follow-up attacks. So DX, which, hang on, yep, so he's fine. Attack here. 6, so he is reduced, and do a follow-up attack. 2, no effect. Attack here. DX, no effect. Attack here. Wounded goes up by 1. Attack here. DX, no effect. Attack here. No effect. Attack here. No effect. Here. Wounded goes up by 1. Here. No effect. Here. No effect. Here. Wounded goes up by 1. Here. DX, no effect. And no effect. Okay, so not as bad as it could have been, but don't worry, there's plenty of turns left for it. So, all right, evaluation phase. Modify the SSI. What are we at here? Luftwaffe is strong, so it's a plus, or excuse me, it's a -1. Relief forces average, we just have a -1 to the roll. 6 comes 5 plus 1, so our SSI does go up to 8. Not too bad. All right, German collapse, no. And so now that we're starting to get the game a little bit, let me look at it quick just to show you guys. So the German collapse would be, German collapse occurs if one of the following is true. The Soviet final offensive is in effect, and the German morale is 20 or less, which we're at 35. No, it's not even close. Or there are 20 more wounded points on the general track, which the highest I got was like 12 or 13. It's at 7, so we're good. All right, game's not over. Advance a turn marker. All right, guys, we're getting in the home stretch here, starting turn 14. So it'll be basically 3 more turns left. If turn equals 16, game is over. I don't know if that means the very beginning or not, actually. I'm not sure, but let's just play and see what happens here. So turn 14, let's start. Random event. +2 your airlift roll this turn. Yeah. All right, correct the -1. Weather. Weather is poor. Thank you. Oh, stays on poor. It was poor. Luftwaffe commitment, table A here. SSI is what, 8? So we get a +1. So Luftwaffe, 4. That's average. And relief force, 2. That's weak. Ugh. All right, determined German morale. It's at 35. Initiative points. So still 7, thankfully. Although we don't always been able to use them lately. All right, resolve our airlift. We'll roll on the airlift, which is for poor weather. And Luftwaffe is average, so no modifiers. 5. The only modifier is, remember, we had the -1 and then the +2 for the air roll. So we ended up with a +1. So it's a 6 in poor weather, which is 4 supply. So we go to 5 supply overall. That's not too bad. Conduct unit upkeep. So what are we at again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ah, crap. We'll spend 3 supply, and then we'll have 1 unit. We'll roll that's unsupplied. I choose this one right here. I'll roll a 2, no losses, so not necessary. All right, German phase, including action. Let's go for the airlift appeal. Spend our 1 IP for that. We rolled a 5, which means we get +2 supply. So we're up to 4 supply. Not bad. Now our actions. Let's go ahead and I'm going to spend 2 IPs. I'm going to build this PDM here, Stalingrad Central. Spend 2 more IPs to rebuild this one. And then I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now. So, well, I guess I'll spend the last 2 to build this one up for no reason. There's really no reason, I guess, but I'm going to do it. All right, German attacks, none, of course. Halt Relief Force, +1 on our roll, and we're at weak. So 5 on weak, no effect, no big deal. All right, Soviet phase. Now remember, they're in the final offensive, so we don't have to draw a card for that. We don't pick areas. It's literally they will attack every area every turn. So let's begin, starting here. No effect. No effect. Although, go back. So that's wounded. We're just going to call that. Oops, wounded goes up by 1. Remember, I forgot, a 2 is, so they get a false attack. So they get another attack there. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Damn it. Why did I remember the rule? And we already did our wounded there. Oh, and then a 6 is another follow-up attack, so you get to do another one. 3, no effect. Okay. All right. So see, that's how you can kind of snowball a little bit. All right, wounded. 9. And then right here. No effect. Right here. No effect. Right here. No effect. Right here. Follow-up attack is done. DX, no effect. Right here. Follow-up attack is done. Wounded. That's 10. Oh, right here. Take the attack, and there'll be a follow-up. Wounded. Goes up by 1. Right here. DX, no effect. No effect, but then a follow-up attack. It's the same area. DX, no effect. And finally, no effect. All right, we're surviving. We're surviving. All right, evaluation phase, modify SSI. Where are we at here? Let me look at it. So again, Luftwaffe is average. Relief is weak. That gives a +1. 3 becomes 4. That's a 0. So, which is, 4, which is 0, right? No modified. Okay. All right. No German collapse. The game is not over yet. Advance a turn marker. Turn 15. We're starting turn 15. So this is the last turn, because I believe if turn equals 16, game over. So I believe once this turn is finished, that's game over. So last turn. All right, random event, draw a card. Oh, I'll used up here, didn't even notice. Do the little side shuffle quick. Just one. It gives me 1 card. Well, a couple cards here, but you know what I mean. All right, random event. +2 your airlift roll this turn. All right, I'll take it. Weather determination, draw a card. Weather is poor, so it stays poor, of course. Luftwaffe and Relief Force commitment, SSI is at 8, so we will get a +1 to both of those. Luftwaffe becomes 6, which is strong. And Relief Force, both the +1 is 3, which is average. Moves up to average. Okay. German morale, we didn't lose any additional areas, so we'll stay there. Initiative points goes up to 7. Airlift. And then what were we at? We had our airlift roll this turn. So this will be, airlift. So we had a +2, the -1, so total of +1. The airlift, weather is poor though. A 2 when the weather's poor, you get 1 supply. Fortunately, we also have to pay 1 to Milchi, so that stays at 4. Let's leave it at 4 there. Conduct unit upkeep. We're going to spend 1, 2, 3 supply to to do all of our units, keep all of our units in supply except 1, which we'll pick this guy right here. 3, which is, he's fine. So it goes back to right up. Okay, all right. German phase. Let's do our first appeal will be the airlift. A 1, no effect. You get no extra supply. That sucks. Let's go ahead and basically final shot here. So let's go ahead and spend 2 IPs to build that PDM. Spend 2 IPs to build that PDM up. And finally, our last 2 IPs to build that PDM up. Final defense is prepared for the final assault. Hoth Relief Force attack with a +1 from that card from earlier. Which are we on? Average. A 1 on average would be retreat, but we got a +1, 2, no effect. All right, so we phase. This is it. They do their final attack all along the perimeter. Let's see what happens. So right here, a 4 when it goes up by 1. Right here, 4 when it goes up by 1. Uh-oh. Right here, no effect, but there is a follow-up attack. Okay. This and a follow-up attack. Okay, so what happens is they did defeat me here, so they take that location. I lose a morale. Let me think here. And then he rolled a 6, so we just do another follow-up attack. The game, according to the game, I don't know where he would be attacking because there's just the same area. So we'll just do a follow-up here, and then we'll do the regular, I guess. So that's a follow-up, okay. Okay, no effect. So now we'll do the regular attack on him. No effect. Regular attack on him. No effect. Regular attack on him. DX, no effect. Regular attack on him. DX, no effect. I like it, I like it. Wounded. 14. Right here. Wounded. 15. Yikes. Here. No effect, but follow up. No effect. Right here. No effect, but follow up. DX, no effect. Right here. Successful. And a follow up. Okay, so reduce infantry. And a follow up again. No effect. All right, and then right here. Follow up. No effect, but follow up. No effect. All right, so we survived. Soviet phase, evaluation phase, modify the SSI. Go ahead and roll on that. Strong with the Luftwaffe. So -1 to the roll. That's a 3. So no change. German collapse. We do not collapse. Victory if game is over. And we'll advance the turn marker. So advance turn marker to turn 16. And I guess that's it. So if turns equals 16, game is over. Do you play through the last turn or not? I guess if you look at the phase, because you determine victory if game is over. Well, let's see how that, does that come after? So hang on. The game ends if a link up occurs, or if this is turn number 16. Again. Okay, so it should be one more turn, unfortunately for us, because we're not holding out too well. I mean, we are, but it's close. So last turn, random event, draw a card. +2 to appeal roll this turn. I'll take it. Set it over here so I return a number. Trying to build up a lot of the random cards, though. Maybe forgetting some modifiers. Sorry. Also want to get through this video in a decent amount of time. Check for weather. Same, so it says poor. Awesome. Luftwaffe and Relief Force commitment. Our SSI is 8, so we get a +2, or excuse me, +1. So Luftwaffe is 2. That's weak. Awesome. And the Relief Force with a +1 is 3, which is average. They stay. Great. All right. German morale. We didn't lose any additional areas, so we're at 34. Initiative points, unfortunately. 34 divided by 6. 6 drop the remainder, so we only get 6 IPs instead of the usual 7. Resolve our airlift, which we have a -1 because of the old milch or whatever. 6 minus 1 is 5, and it's in poor weather. We get 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we have to pay a supply as well for Milchi. Conduct unit upkeep. Let's go ahead and spend our 3 to take care of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we're good. So we spend 3, all of our units in supply. The German morale dropped. When I took that one away, let's recount, guys. So how many areas we control? Remember, red count is 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, so it should be at 33, not 34. Yeah, but I think I forgot for that one. That's okay. I think so. I think that was what I messed up. I don't know, whatever. It's fine. Either way, it doesn't technically matter at this point with the amount we have. I'm not too worried. So, all right. German phase. We get +2 to our appeal roll. I forgot. Should have been +2 on the supply or whatever. No, this is it. I don't know. See, guys, I'm getting a little brain burned here, so I'm glad we're finishing up. Not that it's not fun, but I'm getting a little brain burned here, running through everything, especially on video, because you try to remember everything and you try to play it correctly, so you guys can see the gameplay correctly. And I'm also being recording, so I'm trying to do it fast, so you guys aren't just sitting there bored as I talk, like right now. Let's see. So our appeal, let's do. There's really not much else for us to do. I don't really have. I'm not worried about anything right now. Supply doesn't even matter at this point. Let's go ahead and just spend 2 IPs to rebuild this here, and then that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for us. We're gonna. Oh, wounded, of course. No, Luftwaffe is weak. We can't evacuate any wounded. Oh god, we're at 15. Hopefully, it doesn't get to 20. We'll see. So that's it. Relief force attack with a +1. It's on average. That's a 3. No effect. No big deal. Soviet phase. They're gonna launch all their attacks. Let's go ahead and begin. 3. No effect. 1. No effect. Okay, that's a hit. And follow-up attack. No effect. Miss, but follow-up attack. Or no effect, I should say. Okay, no effect. Wounded. Goes up by 1. Here. No effect. No effect. Right here. No effect. Woohoo. Wounded goes up by 1 to 17. Yeah. No. No effect. Okay, that's a hit. And follow-up attack. No effect. Whew, I think we dodged it. Uh-oh. Hit. And follow-up attack. So no effect, but a follow-up attack. No effect, but a follow-up attack. No effect. Whew. Okay, that's it for the Soviet phase. Modify the SSI. Let's go ahead. Luftwaffe is weak. So it gets a +1. It's a 7, so it goes up 2. So 8 to 10, which is at the maximum. Oh, man. Check for German collapse. We do not collapse. Remember, so we don't have to wounded. Wounded at 17. Yikes. And then 20 morale or less, we're at 33, so we're sitting good. Determine victory if game is over. And that is, it is turn 16. We just played out turn 16, so that's it. Game's over. How'd we do, though? How'd we do? VP chart is popping up. Let's see. All right, 15 or more German units linked up. 10 no German units linked up. Look, he's out here. We didn't link up with anybody, so none there. All Stalingrad areas German controlled. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. Stalingrad South, Stalingrad Central, Stalingrad North. So ding, +1 there. Let's use this as a little marker. So a 1 on our die. German morale level 25 or higher. 33. So that makes it 2. Manstein stabilized Russian front. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Manstein stabilized Russian front. What the hell does that mean? Sorry, guys. I know you're probably like, what the heck? But I don't know what that Manstein stabilizes Russian front. What does that mean? I mean, obviously, I understand what it means, like overall, but like, what does that mean for me right now? I mean, my strategic index is at 10. Does that mean that count for stabilizing? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. We're just gonna. I don't know. You know what? I have no idea. So let's just check without it for now. Okay. Soviet final offensive not launched. That's what I was hoping for. Unfortunately, it was launched. Let's see. German surrender before game turn 14. No. I made it through the game. 6 army entirely eliminated in combat. No, still there. So, Victory level. So we check our victory level here. Right now we're at 2, maybe 3, depending on that Manstein thing, which I don't see in the rulebook. So 2 to 5, Soviet victory, which is the historical result. Stalingrad holds out for a time but is liquidated. Barely enough time is purchased to restabilize the front a good distance west of the city. German offensive capacity is severely reduced until late spring of 43. All right, so we got the historical result. To get much higher, you need to link up a bunch of units. So to get something like German moral victory, German decisive victory, you need to get your units linked up. You can't just play turtle like I did, which is what I did, clearly. I played turtle, so. All right, well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Stalingrad Solitaire. Different ways to play. I went for turtle method, right? I basically hunkered down, built up defenses, and that was it. Did one attack over here because I knew I wanted to control all the Stalingrad's spaces. But to really get a good high score and win, you're going to want to move this way, Hoth entry here, or technically, there's a couple more spaces over here. You can see Hoth entry D over here, and it just, it didn't really matter what we were playing, right? Because that's way over there. I knew I wasn't going to push that way. So, but yeah, that's Stalingrad Solitaire. Definitely some choices to make. It's also a lot of flip a card and roll on chart, roll on a table. Definitely a lot of that. So I will have an overview review where I'll go over all of that, all of this, and everything. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the playthrough and appreciated it. It was a lot of fun. I'll be honest, it's a little bit of work, especially when the post editing with all the tables and stuff, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm glad to share the game with you guys. So until next time, later.